What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Hope you guys had a great day. Uh, I mean, we still got a couple hours left in the market, but for the most part, I'm wrapping it up. I'm gonna go over KITT, LAES, what is it, CCCC, and then that's pretty much it. ELEV, not bad, but really had a good trade on CCC short. I'll probably do that one first, really quick so far. To me, this was a micro daily clear out right here. You can see this right here. This literally broke these 842s by a few pennies, and then started to just get real heavy and come all the way back in. So I know they think they have some meeting or some presentation coming out soon. So I don't know. We'll see how that one trades again tomorrow. A couple of things in the book though for me was seeing this 840 magnet uh, limit passive order right here on the book, and then it started to set some lower highs, and this is where I took a position right here, literally risking these 840s, but trading this because it was a potential micro daily clear out. And then you can see not a lot of support. Okay, the only support they did have right here was these 817s, or sorry, 816s, 815s, about 43,000, and then that got sold into. And as soon as things started to bounce, they just started to throw in some more offers, and then this thing just started to just look for the bids instead of trying to bounce off of them, and pretty much stood heavy. You can kind of see some little bit of discoloration right here on the heat map, offers coming in and out, but they just kind of sell through these bids on this. So this is a great short for me on this one, because of the daily structure. And then also, if you look at this volume profile on this, it started to, bounce back up on low volume right here. So that was very important. So looking at volume profile for me, looking at kind of daily, this thing just grinded for 1, 2, 3, 4 days straight, opened up, went for highs, did a micro clear out, even right here, 780s. But I was really looking to see if this was going to break over that high right here of 842s. So, sorry, 837s. Sorry. Um, but nonetheless, that was a great one. Did give some lower high opportunities for some entries. Stuck with 830s. Took a chunk at low a day, and now I'm kind of just chilling, waiting to see what happens on that one since we got some more time in the day, about 2 hours and 15 minutes. KITT. Oh boy, I hope pennies come back. This KITT was amazing. It did do a nice week open. All right, you can see this 9:30 a.m. pop pulls back, gives a nice week open right here. Very good to see. And then after that week open, we had a nice front runner bidder with 100K right there step in at 37 and a half, almost 38. Yeah, about 37 and a half to 37.8. This one was great. This one, if you watch a lot of my old videos, this thing did a lot of book flips. Okay, when it was starting to break through, then it started to do some seller absorption when they actually pulled back to previous areas. Selling got weak. Then it continued. Did a nice book flip right here. Retested these 50s areas. Started to put in some higher lows. And then we had some front runner bidders on here. Well, spoof bidders, nonetheless, that were here at least, whether it's Algo or whoever is running this up on this one. This one was phenomenal. Again, this one's phenomenal too, is because it went up just about 100% from entry, and it's like you can't ask for more than that percent wise when you're trading these pennies. You got other names that are going. Even my CCC short, CCC short, even from the top right here, down the lows, I'm not getting that much of a return percent wise. Let me see. There we go. It's only about 10, 12%. That's great, right? If you look at it like cents per share, so I'm almost getting $1 per share on that return, which I am super happy with. But percent wise, it's how many shares am I? I only grabbed 3K up top, so still a great trade. Still happy with the return. But looking at something like we're looking at something like KITT that's given 100%. Any any decent size on this, you're looking at a nice big return off that one. Okay. Um, let's see. LAES. Ha, this one was frustrating. I'm not gonna sit here and say I nailed the bottom. I actually gave the bottom up. I actually played this week open on. Pull it up. Yeah, it is what it is. But transparency, right? I played this week open push right here, hoping that this one was the ads. I had 182s on this one, and took a little profits into $2, but then it just kind of gave it all back. And I was hoping to put in a nice lower high, and then you got this dump candle consolidation followed by another one. Now, granted, this was an excellent hourly zone that I had on my chart already from a while ago from playing this, back in the end of December. Yeah, that one held, okay? But this one is something for me to learn on, especially the book. You know, definitely very important, right? Breakdown zones. I talk about breakdown zones all the time. I think it was very important to keep eyes on this and then look for this zone right here to reclaim. And that's exactly what it did right here. I'm just going to run this one out real quick. But this is why it's important too to have these. I wasn't prepared, wasn't prepped, and that's okay. Nonetheless, great day with these other names. But this was an excellent breakdown zone with high volume that it broke down, consolidated, and finally reclaimed. It did not stay heavy. A couple of characteristics on the book that was important to watch is that there wasn't really a lot of sellers in control on this on the best bids. It was very soaky. Any sellers that did come in got absorbed, and this thing just kept putting in some higher lows, right? Anytime it did face some liquidity on the book, it removed it. So this is a great example, right? Great example right here is when they remove liquidity off the book, right? So removing liquidity off the book in a stock that's showing that it has strength is great because if it tries to pull back, now it creates this empty space. All right, so now we got empty space going from 2 to 210, right? Let me take that off, right? And then after that, once we remove liquidity again, because it did it again right here at 210, okay? So it does it again right here, and you can see, it removes liquidity off the book right there. And then from there, once it pulls back, now there's more space to 14s up into 230s, okay? That's important to see. If there's no real breakdowns happening after they remove liquidity, that means there's potential more room and more strength in the stock, okay? This did set up a really nice backside setup though. Put in a nice lower high, and actually I believe it flagged. Yeah, right over here. This is a great opportunity right here. If you were watching this looking for a setup, this started to flag with some pretty decent volume, and then it stalled out, and then came all the way back down. And now we're sitting at 197s. Overall, we're still up 21% on the day. So this is a great one. This is definitely one that I needed to be more patient on. Because catching almost 20 cents is cool and all, but the real move was even adding 170s, watching that hold this previous breakdown zone, and then catching a move to 230s and catching a lot bigger return. So return wise, if you even look at this and you kind of mark out your lines right here, you're looking at a good 30% return. I think 30% is the sweet spot with anything. If you can get 30% a day on certain names, that's phenomenal. Okay, so that's pretty much all I got today. Just did a quick breakdown. I know again on LAES, KITT, phenomenal. 38 front runner bidder down there. Okay, again, LAES, very absorby. Just definitely, this should have broke down and followed through. But once we had that 174 breakdown zone that I drew out, this was very, very important. Again, this breakdown zone right here, once it's reclaimed and then consolidated and showed that there wasn't any pretty much heavy offers. So you had this magnet right here, right? So regardless of how this was setting up, if this was not going to break down and show that it was going to be heavy, at least you had that visualization on the book to show you. 170s to $2.30. That's not a bad day either. Okay, and then CCC short. Okay, seeing it starting to trying to bounce a little bit, but hopefully this thing just stays heavy, and then it probably sells the news, sells the presentation or whatever it's got going on with that one. But definitely nice short for me on this one. Percent wise, ha. But I guess cent per share, dollar per share is not bad. All right. Much love. Peace out, Mikey.